Let's move on to the next one. Problem number 37, you would kind of do exactly the same way. So, but now that we're experts in it, we can do it really, really fast, right?
You do it for solving HEQ.
Huh?
You do it for solving HEQ.
No, because that's the other problems. You already know how to do those.
But is it possible to solve those?
Yeah, that's how you do problems. That's how you do problems 23, 27, and 29 is how you do that. And there's already a video posted for that if you guys are curious. You guys could look it up later. Let me jump into this one though. So now for number 37, same thing. All right, except now they give us 2x squared plus 6x plus 7. So now I want to complete the square. So I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides, and I get 2x squared plus 6x. All right. What did I say that leading term needed to be to complete the square? I said it needed to be a positive 1. So now watch what I'm going to do. This is going to be a little weird. What I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this by 2. Well, actually, let me do it one step at a time. I don't want to confuse anybody. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Can I do that? So now, what do you think my next move is? Now, I'm not worried about dividing this 2 up or splitting it up or even messing with it yet because I'm going to eventually move it back over to the other side when I'm done. So now I'm going to add 3 over 2 squared. Well, that isn't very helpful, but I know that that is going to be 9 over 4. Oh man, this thing's getting ugly quick. All right, so now what does that mean? Well, over here I'm going to have x plus this number, 3 over 2, squared. That's a perfect square. If I were to expand that, multiply it out, in other words, if I multiply this out, I get this. Okay? Does that make sense? And then over here, I have f of x minus 7 all over 2, and then I have 9 over 4 that's added to that. All right, so let's move this stuff over to the other side. But before I move it over to the other side, wouldn't it be nice if I got rid of the fractions?
Yes.
Could I multiply everything by 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as I multiply everything by it. So if I take this whole thing and I multiply it by 4, I'll end up with 36 over 4, which is really 9. Now I'm going to end up over here with 2 times f of x minus 7, right? Because it's like 4 times this. These cancel, and I say 4 times this, but this cancels with this. And then over here on the other side, I just get 4 times the quantity x plus 3 over 2, all that quantity squared. Does that make sense? All right. So now what I want to do is I got to solve for f of x. So I'm going to move the 9 to the other side. So I got 2 times f of x minus 7 is equal to 4 times the quantity x plus 3 over 2 squared minus 9, right? Because I'm minusing the 9 from both sides, right? So now what do I do next? Divide everything by 2. So this is where it gets ugly. All right, so that means that this will be a positive 2.5. All right, so that's where Mr. Adams made his mistake. So now let's look at the graph and see what we end up with. So I'm going to go to the graph and I'm going to let the calculator calculate the vertex, the minimum value. So hopefully we caught our mistake. So the minimum value is we're going to go to the left bound, and then I'm going to go to the right bound about the same amount. Then I'm going to try to guess in the center somewhere.
go. Got it.
I got it. Now, if you were to take the ACT or the SAT, what would you do? Would you write everything out and
H&K.
spend all that time double checking your answer?
H and K.
Not even H and K. You plug it right into the calculator, make sure you do everything right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Unless it's a part of the test that you can't use a calculator.
Then H and K.
Okay. All right. Good. 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 Boy, that took longer than I anticipated.